We're still on the Rhinogs, but we've made a decision that because we're not going to be able to see the sea until pretty much Cardiff, we're going to get down off the mountains and follow the coast along to Barmouth. We'd miss out Rhinog 4 and Rhinog 5. Two pretty spectacular mountains, but yeah, I think maybe the coastal walk, you know, 6 miles along the coast, go through Harlech, and yeah, lunch. Bread roll. So that's what we're going to do. So we made it to Barmouth and we're currently at a campsite, caravan park, with a laundrette. There we go. Alright? Now if you could smell those clothes, you'd be appalled. What, your one's first, yeah?
Yeah.
There's no point putting the waterproofs in.
Build these big skyscrapers, you know, these big electric pylons you see with the cables. That's the shit. That's what I used to do. Shit. That and fucking these humongous tall factories that have got these computerised racking systems that go up to 40, 50 feet. You have to fit them in. They're just a slot. This shit slots together. No nuts or bolts. It's just bolted into the floor. These humongous towers are, and the shelves that the stuff goes on. They've got these things on it. And they've got little loops that just slot, you know, like, you know, there's a loop like that on the
what,
steel.
You climbed them, in. What, without ropes or something?
Yeah,
or?
You don't use rope or anything. I was a stealer, it's what they call a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No scaffolding. You can't get the scaffolding up, you've got nothing to attach it to.
Yeah.
I mean, I put the insides of factories up and fucking, you know, them electric pylons, what you see with all the cables.
Yeah, yeah.
That was how I lost it. I was doing... Fuck.
So...
Steel come away and I went with it.
So, what, you fell, what was it?
40 feet.
40
solid
feet?
Concrete, yeah.
So you fell...
The height of this building, maybe a bit higher.
The height of this building, 40 feet?
At least the roof, maybe a bit higher. The roof is maybe a bit higher than that.
And you just landed straight on your kneecap? Hands first, hands first?
No, the deck on all fours.
Oh right, okay. Fuck.
Smashed all this side of my head in. Like I said, look at my eyes. Look at my eyes carefully. And see the one that's fucked. Just slightly out.
On your right?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's been operated on. They've operated on and put that right. It was a lot worse than that.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you're bloody lucky to be alive.
To be alive.
Really.
So that's what I said. I've lived my life to the full after that. That's why I've done all the shit I've done.
Was that sort of like
I thought I was dead, and I wasn't. So I partied after that, mate. Until my little boy come along, I was the baddest ass bad still.
Do you think that was a near-death experience for you?
Very near. And it was a fucking. I'll tell you one thing.
So
when
you
go from 40 foot onto solid concrete, you don't bounce.
You're like a pancake, sort of. Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to laugh. I don't want to laugh at your expense. Yeah.
I'm there. I'm put the bit I've put in. I'm standing like this. I told you it slots in. No nuts or bolts involved in acro racking. Once it's slotted in, they put a magnet in between. It stays like that, so as they can come along with the machine afterwards. Somebody goes up on a picker truck pulls the fucking magnets out, and he can move the shelves anywhere he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, because they slot together. But these and just the towers and just bolted in the floor, and we have to work our way up putting them in. All of them.
Bloody hell.
Oh yeah, you go row, row, row. I just, all my bollocks just happened on the top one. Spence all moved, they was a bit out of shape, so you couldn't just put it in like this. I had to let him get his end in first easy, and this guy hadn't done it before, and this fucking tosspot, he must have had it down just a fraction. They said it was faulty steel in the end, because the things were out of shape. I got it in the slot, and you can't hit it with a hammer.
Yeah.
Because it's plastic coated. You have to have a leather mallet, so when you hit it, don't damage anything. And I've got it, and like, he's got his end in, but he ain't got it in quite right, and I've got to fit this end in, so like, you got the loop there, and the steel coming down the loop, and these things on the end slide behind, you know, there's 3 of them, and you go and slide it in, you know what I mean?
Is this when it actually happened?
Yeah, and I'm standing like that on the 2 I've just put in, and I'm 40 odd, you know, going, and I've got it in the thing, and I'm pulling it because it's a bit out of shape. I'm saying, fucking hold this really tight, and what happened is, instead of being inside the little hole, the slot, that you knock it down into, while I was holding it, once I looked away to come back with the hammer, he fucking let it go a bit, and what happened is it come up, and it was touching like that, and instead of being inside, it was resting on the top.
It sounds
because
bloody...
you could see, they saw afterwards in the accident, they said it was scraped, but the thing, they were bent out of shape, they should have been dead level, but they weren't, and she wasn't doing the job, you don't think about it.
Sounds bloody terrible though.
And I hit it, and the other one was lying here, and I went whack to put it in,
yeah,
and instead of it going in, it took me with it.
Fuck.
Last thing I remember was his hand down my back trying to fucking catch me.
We're on our way to Cardiff Castle. I think that's how it's pronounced. Look at that. I don't think it's this one here. I think it's the one on the left. So you follow this lake along here, go over that bit, and there's a youth hostel. There's a youth hostel called King's Youth Hostel, and then you follow a pony track. Got a bit of company for the Cambrian Way. There they go.